So, man, today was a hard blow for justice and right and wrong, folks. What I witnessed in court wasn't as bad as some of the stuff I've seen since appearing in court this year. I got to watch a 63-year-old man, like a couple of months ago, get off with probation who had repeatedly raped a 5-year-old child. That was probably the most heinous shit I ever saw in my modern time dealing with court. I miss the old court system, folks. It was flawed, but this new W0k Order something else. So I got to see justice. Let's start with some good news. I got to see justice in Judge Scroggins' courtroom this week. Or good, the court doing something good. There was a guy, he got a wet and reckless. I don't know what else was involved, but he had to take anger management, so something along those lines. About 5 years had passed. He's got 5 kids. He's been to nursing school. He's going for his LVN. He's already got the one below that and some other stuff. And basically his DUI, or wet and reckless, and anger issues charges were getting in the way of him moving forward with life, where he's continued therapy and done treatment and done the right thing, where the court system actually had rehabilitated him. And even Judge Scroggins said she didn't really do this very often. I don't know if they were sealing his records or something else was going on, but they were making it where it no longer affected his employment opportunities, which is good. We want people reformed and going to work. It was really awesome to see, and probably one of the better days from what I've seen in court. Also, there was a mom and a young lady who basically got some help from the court system also. They were done in a terrible way, like the lady I was talking about in my relationship and family advice or whatever. And the DA chose not to file charges when a man lied in court proceedings and had her arrested under basically when there was no grounds for arrest to begin with. So that was pretty cool. So there's 2 things I've seen in like months of seeing a lot of injustice and crazy shit in this new W0k Order court system and justice system. Man, today was a hard blow. So being that the Mike Jr. from my family and relationship advice video is a trust fund kid and he's got a lawyer, he's like 3 steps ahead, which is why he opened another case here to screw her, and also had one open case in Butte. So, I got nothing against the judge, really. I mean, she did her best today to explain how everything needs to go back to Butte County where it started, to start getting corrective actions. I think that there will be justice in both courts once this guy, the mother of his children who's disabled, who he's basically got more advantages over financially and screwing basically pretty good. I think he'll eventually be the one on the other side of the gavel, but man, it was a loss for justice today. It was a loss for battered women. It was a loss for children who were scared to death, who told me their fucking horrific stories a couple of years ago, about this guy's abuse. And man, oh man, I'm beginning to see why, when I go to live on, I hear these terrible stories about women getting killed. In some ways, the court system is very helpful, but in other ways, if the person knows the court system or is able to hire an attorney who knows the court system, they're able to get all sorts of feelings of empowerment over their victim and maybe lead them to think they're invincible, and then they kill, their victim or victims or whatever. I mean, I don't know what the long-term situation is as far as a resolution in the court system of this, but I can tell you, as an information guy, information technology, formerly my career, I understand there's certain proceedings in court, but there should be AI like going through stuff, because I've seen in this very case a couple of times there were clerical errors. One was like from a traveling judge. All this stuff should play into effect, but it can't play in effect here right now in Yuba County. It has to go to Butte County first, and they have to correct some issues that they made mistakes on there before this court sees it. And I don't think that the lawyer was planning on having a handwriting analysis for the other party. I don't think she was planning on seeing that take place, and stalled an additional week that this poor victim of Mike Jr. is going to have to be away from the children, the animals that aren't getting fed. There's all kinds of stuff. Fuck. Well, pray for the situation. I don't really know what else to say. I had to leave the courtroom before the proceedings were over, even though I understood the direction the court was going in and why it was being done. I just, my appetite for seeing injustice, the more time goes on and the more injustice I see, it's just, it's disgusting. It's disgusting that people with money or know how to manipulate the court would be allowed to manipulate the court, and new evidence wouldn't be allowed in until XYZ procedures are done, even though the evidence exonerates the individual that Mike Jr. is abusing. Like, even if AI does go rogue and the machines go rogue, I'm going to tell you what I've seen in the court system the last several months, going there for different stuff and to support different people. I'm not convinced the machines couldn't do a better job. I'm just saying. God bless. Pray for Mike Jr.'s victim, and pray Mike Jr. is confused, and pray for him the way we're supposed to also. God bless us all, and I don't know what the fate of our country is, folks, but I don't know how much longer I can stay in my ancestral home of California and watch people get abused by the court system and victimized by people who know how to use it in a physical and mental way that's pretty fucked. I don't think I can sit here and watch them let criminals live out there while they go after, people trying to live their best life and pay bills and rent and work and, somewhat do the stuff that keeps society running, or gone after by, the law. This shit is crazy here in California. Stay out if you moved out, and don't come here unless you want a terrible third world country life. This state has gone downhill quick, and it wasn't even that great to begin with since my adulthood. Used to be the land of opportunity. Now it's just the land of fuckery. Have a good one.